Good afternoon, everybody. So good to be back with you guys again. And this week, the different things that are mulling in my mind is very much how work and leadership is being impacted by the opening up of not just the US economy, but the global economy in many ways. And I'm very aware of the different emotions that people go through. And there's something very interesting. Like, we know that there's been an undercurrent of stress during this lockdown period that people have faced. But the interesting thing is, in many ways, that emotion was neutralized because we were all in it. We were literally all in it together. It's like everybody's in lockdown. We're all facing this together. But as we move into this next phase where the globe is opening up, there's going to be a lot of nuances, a lot of gray. And as business leaders, we really need to be cognizant of that because there's pockets of the economy that are doing really well. Random things like nobody can buy a bicycle right now. They're fully sold out. Boats are fully sold out. The car industry is actually doing very well because people aren't flying right now. And so, as the economy opens back up again, we're going to start seeing these areas where the sense and the feeling of inequality is going to become very real because there's going to be companies and teams and people that are struggling, and there's others that are actually going to be thriving because of this global economic situation. And because we're in this together and because we're traversing it at such a global level, it's going to be more pronounced in the way it feels. And so, three things that I really feel we as leaders need to be aware of and cognizant of as we go into this phase and as we take our teams through this phase is, first of all, we really need to think and reinforce company culture. So, what are the core values, the mission, the vision of the company? Are we communicating that? Are we over communicating that? Are we communicating it across different channels, across different platforms, in different ways that the team can digest and take in easily? And is it being reinforced over and over? Because ultimately, it's that vision that ties people back to the company when times are hard and emotions are nuanced and gray. The second thing that we need to be thinking about is team tiredness. So Tracy and myself have actually made a very specific decision inside our company. We've seen, because of the impact of the last quarter on the team, there's a general weariness in the team. It's just like a bone tiredness. And we gifted everybody a week, and we just said, we're mandating that you take this and that you go and recuperate. Do things that you love, spend time with the people that you love, and just revive your own soul. Come back mentally refreshed. And I think as leaders, we really do need to consider that and take a hard look at our teams and understand where they are and do what's necessary for them to be able to recuperate. So the third consideration that we as leaders should be aware of at this point is it ties in very strongly with point number one around the culture. Culture is not only reinforced around the vision internally and around the mission internally, it's actually about taking that and infusing it into the customer base. So as weary as we are as teams, because of what we've just experienced at a global level, our customers are feeling the same thing. And we need to reignite that passion around why they're working with us. And we need to get excited about their businesses again. And so it's about having those very just human connections with our customers about this is why we're working with you and this is why we love working with you. Hope that's good food for thought for this next week for you. See you in a week's time again.